Good morning, everyone. Hi. Just getting set up here. Let me see what is going on. Looks like there might be a lag a little bit. Hey, little gypsy. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out how to shut the sound off on here. Well, I don't know if that did it. Let's hope. Can you guys hear me okay? No. How to refresh this? It's comical. I hope you think it's comical too. Okay. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you can hear me okay. I have a lag, of course. I hear that from a lot of live streamers on StreamYard that there's a lag. You got your coffee? This might take a while to straighten out. Okay, here's what's on can you see my table? This is my craft table. And I'm knocking stuff down on the floor. I don't know what the heck I just knocked down. Let's see. It was, the other speaker. Okay. I'm still here. Walking around the craft room. All right. Pretty cold here, kind of snowing in Youngstown, Ohio. Oh, okay. What time is it? Your time, little gypsy? I've been up since about 4 this morning. You would think I would be prepared, but no, that's not the way of Tina. Oh, goodness. I'm looking for my my cheat sheet here. It says I go on a lot of live streams and read the chats and stuff and try to participate somewhat. Let's see. Oh, little gypsy, I don't have you on my cheat sheet. What's your first name? If you don't mind. And I'll put it on my cheat sheet. Oh, you've been up since I've been up. I've been up since 4 a.m. Yeah. Hi, Michelle from South Carolina. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, my little sister just moved to South Carolina not too long ago. She's in Somerville. Oh, it's Gypsy? Okay. Gotcha. Maybe I should just turn this one off, huh? What do you think? Okay. Who knows? Well, I can read the chat. It's okay, there's 5 watching. So I'll show you what I kind of had in mind. This is like an old throwback from high school days. And I would say probably about maybe 40 years or so. I made a cheat the other day. This is my cheat. So we're just going to experiment around a little bit. But I used to make these in high school in art class. And it's just a brown paper bag, some charcoal, some script writing. I used a dip fountain pen on this one. And then you crinkle it up real good afterwards and use a paper towel with olive oil or some type of, liquid oil. And you just go around the edge to make it this burnt edge kind of thing. And then I let it dry and I coated the whole thing in Mod Podge. So anybody ever do this kind of project before? Because that's kind of what I'm going to play around with today. And if you're working on a project, let me know what you're working on. You could use any kind of, you see, I just have some bags from the store and I have one already ripped up over here. So let me grab that real quick. All right, just a bunch of different sizes to choose from here. So I think I'll go with something like this first, just to play around on, have some fun. We'll sit here and chit chat, whatnot. It's cold here. I think it's about 20 degrees. Woo, I can't wait for some warmer weather. Yesterday was a little bit warmer here. Okay. Yeah, it was it was fun back in the day. And I love to write. Yeah, I'm very unconventional though when it comes to art and I guess life in general. I think a lot of us are, aren't we? So I just kind of do my own thing. So when you first start out with a project like this, you can get it to about the size that you want it. And I'm really not particular this morning, so I'm going to go with this one that I already had ripped out. And you want it to be fairly flat so that if you're going to be writing some kind of script on it, that it'll be a little bit smoother, easier to write on it. Okay, so that's how I'm starting off this. Excuse me a second. And I'm just going to kind of, they say when you tear paper, if you tear one way, tear down and you'll get the effect one way. And if you tear upwards, you'll get a different effect. So I guess keep that in mind when doing something like this. I'm just kind of, I don't want it square, I just want it kind of like out of shape a little bit. Not perfect. think that's pretty good. Take a little bit off this side. Hey, art is all about fun this morning. Not catching my bedroom on fire. Get rid of that. Okay. All right. I'll take this little piece off here. So I tried to make my own ink yesterday. And that was pretty fun. And we'll do a little bit of experimenting with that today as well. I'll show you what happened with the ink that I made yesterday. I made some notes about it, how I mixed it up, and the results that I got when I made it. And try to do a little bit of record keeping just in case something works. And then if it doesn't work, I want to know not to do it that way again either. So I used this patio ink. It's called Pot of Gold. And I mixed it with some water and a little bit of cornstarch and a tiny bit of vinegar. So the water, to thin it out, is very thick to begin with. And so the water, to thin it out, I want to try to make a gold ink. So I don't have any, of course. And then I added a little bit of cornstarch to it to make it bind together with the water, supposedly. And then I added a little bit of vinegar to it just to see if that would help. And my results are, I like the ink. I like the way it came out, although it dries really fast on my nib. And what else? There was something else. Let me see. There were two things about it. One being that it dries really quick. Where are the glasses? Can't read my own writing here. Oh, and it separates in the pot. So I do have to stir it quite often to keep the gold flowing in it. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I'll show you on some of these practice papers here with the gold. It's very light. So I don't know if that's showing up, but okay. Oh, great, Gypsy. I like to learn new things too, all the time. Like, don't melt your brush on the candle. Good thing is just a junk brush that I just stir paint with and crap like that. You see what happened to my brush? It melted in half here. I let it hang over the candle. Oh my gosh. I'm a little bit nervous. I won't lie. I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm used to talking to myself quite a bit. I talk, but it's usually, why'd you do that? Oh, okay. So this is the shape I have going so far. It's just a little oval. It's about the size of my hand. I have small hands, so it's not that big. And save your scraps. We could do stuff with that. Yeah, Gypsy. It happens. All right, so I'm going to move this down so you can actually see what I'm doing on the table. Enough of me. And yeah, the poor brush. I had it in my pot here, and it hung over the candle and melted it. Oh well. Plenty more of those, right? So I guess I should probably practice a little bit this morning because I haven't done much writing yet this morning except a couple of journal notes that I did. So let me get this paper out and see what my flow is like this morning. Might be just to get it going. Got to get the ink flowing and all that, and the wrist. I do miss my jazz playing in the background. That's one thing I do miss. Or not necessarily jazz, but like coffee shop music is like creates an ambiance in the background that I usually have playing when I'm sitting here at my drafting table. So it's so quiet in here now. But those copyright laws and all that. So it's quiet. Yeah, I'm just warming up my hand a little bit here. All right. Well, I don't think that's too bad. I think we can go with it because I'm not about being perfect this morning. And as you see, I'm not putting any guidelines or anything on my paper. I'm just going for it because I think I'm going to have to do this more than one time anyway because I'm not too thrilled with this ink. And that's what we're going to do next is I have some other gold colors to play with, and we're going to see how they do mixing up in a pot. So here's my pot of ink. If you can see that, I don't want to spill it on my table, but it's kind of milky, which is, it's a good consistency. The only thing is like I said, after it sits for, a very short time, it starts to separate. Yeah, I've looked for copyright-free music to play in the background, and there are a few. I made a couple of my first videos. I put some copyright-free music on in the background, and then one of my videos got flagged. Somebody claimed on the copyright-free video that it was a copyright violation. So, rather than go through the whole dispute thing and being new on a YouTube channel, I just decided I removed the video and completely deleted it. And that was that. It was a big waste of time. It was a huge learning experience. But I can't trust that the claims that it's copyright free and that they won't make a claim on it. So there you have it. All right. Well, as you can see, this did not come up very good. So you're going to try something else. This is pretty much a waste of time with this gold. It's just not that great. So I'm going to put this one away. And I kind of had a feeling that would happen with that one. But, got to see what we're working with here, right? And it's all about playing. For me, it's all about experimenting. I spend hours and hours experimenting. All right. So I have some choices here. We can pick two of them to start with because I have two empty pots to mix in at the moment. So one of them is antique gold. Then we have pure gold, Inca gold, and royal gold. So if you want to help me pick two of them to mix up and try to make an ink out of, help me out, pick two of them, and we'll see what they do. I'm going to go ahead and start opening them. Sorry, I kind of got the sniffles. I'm okay, promise. I think a lot of it is just, this weather has been so crazy. We had like real feel about 9-10 degrees for the last couple of days. And then yesterday, it got warm during the day. Went up above 35. I actually got a little bit too warm outside. And when the weather fluctuates like that in a given day, it really messes with my sinuses. And I'm sure it does a lot of people. Oh, okay, yeah. You both want to see royal gold? No problem. We need another one. You guys could pick. There was royal, Inca, pure, and antique. All right, got them open. Yeah, before even opening them up, the royal gold looks almost like a rose gold, except in the store, when I was looking at the actual rose gold that they had, it was a lot more rosy than this. So I guess that would be the difference, maybe. Oh, pure. Okay. That's what we're doing then. I'll put the other two back there. And then the pure gold, it does really look like gold. Like a gold ring type. Okay. So you got that's you need quite a bit to make ink. An ink pot anyway. I'm gonna shake this one up too. Oh yeah, kind of looks, I don't know, maybe more coppery. Let me show you. The royal gold kind of looks coppery. So that's the royal, and that's the pure. This one's the pure. And this is the royal over here. All right, and we got some water over here. I try to add just like little capfuls at a time. We'll add one cap to each one and move that over here. Do a little stir, see what we got here. Oh yeah, this feels different already from the patio patio paint line. It's by Deco Art. That was quite thick. This is coming up real nice with just one cap of water. Is still a little bit thick because see it beads up on the side here, still like a paint, and I wanted to be able to draw off of the nib kind of in a milky way. So I'll put another one in, so that's, and put another one in this one too. I'll keep things even here. All right. Looking good. Yeah, I love purple too. I like all the colors. Okay, wipe this off here. I'm going to stir this one up a little bit. I'm glad you guys joined me this morning. Yeah, the last day of January. Out with the old and in with the new. And then, well, already, but I will say, tomorrow, February 1st, I will be starting my countdown to February 14th for Defy's 3rd birthday celebration, live hop. And Defy is the Disabled Artist Foundation Incorporated. If you're not familiar, I think you guys are. They're in the chat. I have the 8 a.m. slot Eastern time on February 14th. So that's kind of why I'm practicing. I need to practice going live. And I see I've already been live for almost a half an hour and got nearly nothing done. Okay. So this is what they look like. They're pretty mixed up. They're mixed up pretty well. I'm just going to leave them like this for now before I go adding anything else to them and see how they flow. And I need some space here and put my, oh, great. I'm glad you'll be watching. It means a lot to the foundation to have support from our community. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. I think it's a little bit thick yet. I'm not really getting the drip I need here, but let's see how it looks on this paper anyway. We got nothing. There we go. This might be just too light for this brown paper. Might have to reconsider this. See, still very light on here. Thanks. We'll probably still be here, I hope. You rinse that one off and hi Erica. I did not see you come in. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. Yeah, right now I'm just mixing some different paints up. A pure gold and a royal gold with some water, trying to make some ink. And I made some last night out of a different ink, and it was a total failure. Separated too quick and dried too fast on the nib. And now what is happening is I'm just experimenting with these other ones to see how they show up on this brown paper bag. And then this one might be a little bit better. This royal gold, it's showing up a little better. Yeah, a tiny bit. Yeah, it's all about playing this morning. Playing, having fun. Just I was making these more than 40 years ago in high school art class. And you just take a brown paper bag. This is what the back of it looks like. It's just a brown paper bag. You rip the edges of it. Do your script on it however you want. I was just playing around the other day and made this one. It was the first one I did in 40 plus years. And then you just put charcoal around the edge and olive oil on a paper towel, blend it in. And then after it sets up and dries just a little bit, doesn't take long, then you could cover the whole thing in Mod Podge or any other type of sealer that you want. Yeah, it holds up nice, you know. So I kind of thought that would be a fun kind of thing to do this morning, play around with that. Just to show you, you can make little tiny ones like this. Can you read that? I was playing around and it says Queen of Disco. So I was thinking, you could, make little ones too. They don't have to be big. You can make them little and put them in journal spots or add them to a little snippet, or, if you make your own washi tape, you can stick it on a piece of washi tape, as one of the different pieces. So I thought we would just do that today. Oh, yeah. And I wanted to try, this is another, while we're sitting here trying things, okay? So if you don't have any, charcoal, like this kind of charcoal, I almost set my shirt on fire there. I gotta be careful here. Maybe Mary has the right idea with her battery operated candle. I might have to get a battery operated one so I don't burn the house down. So I find that the soft, if you use soft, it works and blends very nice with oil. Vegetable oil, corn oil, canola, whatever, doesn't matter, on a paper towel or tissue, whatever. So soft works really well. But I was thinking, back before there was any kind of charcoal or anything like that, people used a lot of different things for inks, and one of them being, charcoal out of a fire pit. And this one just happens to be coconut. How they burn coconut hulls. And so then you have it in the pit and they can use it like that. So I thought, let's try some other things just in case. Let's see if they work. I love to experiment, and And that's what I'm doing. I'm experimenting this morning. And, making side notes in my head to jot down what works, what doesn't work. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of this out. And I imagine it's going to be pretty messy, so and get my little quarter teaspoon here. Just need a small amount of this because it goes such a long way. And get that out of the way. And let's put this one as trash underneath it. Now what I'm thinking here is it's not going to be as easy to control this like it is the chalk or the charcoal. So let's see. I'm not sure about the blendability here. How much I could keep it on the edge. So how about this? It didn't really pick up too much. So, sorry, I'm out of frame for a second here. I'll grab a couple of things right here. They're well within my reach, but out of frame. Which video did you see, Michelle? About different inks, like how they make different inks or something? Okay, this is just vegetable oil in here. I got a little napkin, dip it in it a little bit. Believe me, a tiny little bit goes a very long way. So you want to take a lot of it off of the napkin or tissue, whatever, before you actually start putting it down, because it really does go a long way. And this is just an experiment here with the activated charcoal, just to see what kind of happens with it. And I love to watch the other artists and crafters in our community, whether they're doing live streams or, pre-recorded. I like to see them do process videos and, show what doesn't work, what is working. I'd say this is pretty much a bust. I'm not too happy with it. It did not pick up around the edges. I mean, you see, it just picked up slightly. So we will scrap that idea for now. Maybe I'll come back to that at some future time. Oh, Mary's I didn't see that. I did not see that video, but I do see her new videos all have that flameless candle that she I think it was a gift from somebody, and she was talking about the new one, but I did not know that. I didn't know the tissue paper caught on fire. Okay. Yeah, right from the get-go, I melted my my stirring paintbrush this morning. I was sticking in a pot and it just kind of like draped over the candle. And next thing you know, it was, like at a 40-degree angle. Okay. I think Mary has a good idea with the flameless candle. Okay, so I'm gonna get another piece over here, and just a small one. I think I want to do just a small piece. And I'm going to switch over to, I'm just going to show you, I want you to see how the process is in case you ever want to try this yourself, or what. I would do a real small one with, I've got a real small one. It's about the size of a half a dollar. And I'm going to get just my regular quill dip pen. And I have some black ink already in here in my inkwell. I found this at Goodwill a couple weeks ago. I wanted something so that I always had black ink. You know, I wouldn't have to like pour it all the time, but I needed it to be small but deep. So I found this pewter, is real pewter candle holder, made by Lennox, and it has a nice little well down here that a regular tapered candle would fit down inside of here. So this is what I'm using for my inkwell. I'm going to use the back of this one and just say, get my ink flowing here. Not flowing. There we go. Now we got some flow. Oh, a little thick there this morning. Okay, so I smeared the H a little bit with my other hand when I was writing, but hello, darling. Okay. And what this is just regular water-based writing ink for quill pens. Maybe you could see that. And that's what I'm using. Move these out of the way here. And it does not take long to dry. So after you get your script on, whatever it's going to be, and it's, dry, you want it to be dry. For time's sake, I'm not really too worried about whether it's going to be dry or not. I'm just going to show you what the next step is. The next step is to get all of any deep-seated aggression worked out. Take your piece of paper and just crumble it up and keep smushing it. Smush it, smush, smush. And then, smooth it out a little bit. Open it up. And the idea is to break down the paper a little bit. And just keep doing that. You see the snow flying out there? Probably not. Whoop, what happened? I'm still here. All right. Trying to show you the snow outside. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving you a little bit. All right, I'm going to flatten it back out a little bit. Kind of smooth it out. And I think that's pretty good. It's feeling softer. And that's what you want, to kind of get a worn paper look, aged, you know, kind of like that. And I grab the regular charcoal now, because we know that the activated charcoal from coconut did not do too well on my first experiment. So we'll try something different with that next time. All right, so I just take this and I'm using the soft because I can really push it into the edge of my paper. I should get a different color here. Hold on. All right. So you can see what I'm doing here. And we'll put it on here. So you see that? Okay. So I'm just really pushing it into the edge. And it's the soft charcoal. And it'll push it in. Because the paper is kind of crinkly now. It doesn't go in real smooth. And that's okay. We're going to be blending it out with the vegetable oil that I have over here. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Pretty thick around the edges. Okay, and that's good. We want it thick. And dip in the vegetable oil and take off a lot of the excess over here. Yeah, it's good to see I'm still in frame, huh? And I'm going to use my plastic lid here for the vegetable oil so I don't get all over my paper. And I'm just going to stay on the outside of the edge of the circle that I'm working on here. And get the outside of the edge first and blend it real well. Just, keep pulling out away from the paper. And it gives it a really nice effect. Okay. So now this is what it looks like at this stage. It blends real nice. Oh, yeah, it does. It does. And now that I have that blended on the outside, I will just start very lightly going over the whole thing. I'm not redipping it in the oil or picking up more charcoal or anything. I'm just using what's already on the napkin, which it's pretty dry, believe it or not. But there's still, some oil in it. And it gives it a real nice aged look. And there we are. Hello, darling. I can't tell if it's picking up this clear or not. It doesn't look like it is that clear this time. Okay. I think that came out pretty good. So let me get a tiny bit more here of the vegetable oil just to bring the color, make it more blendable over here on the sides. The lines are looking just a little bit too harsh around the edge. And there we go. Thank you. I appreciate you guys being here, keeping me company this morning. You're real troopers. Honest. And supporting me and my my live here this morning. So I'm not totally alone. I got to get my practice in, you know, for that birthday hop. It's going to be fun. Okay. So here's what we're looking like now with some more blending going on. Is it picking up at all? There we go. Maybe. All right. So I think this is a fun little project. It's a little messy. But if you like to write, you know, and just create and experiment around, this is fun. We'll tell you that I have used the medium, and it is a lot more difficult to blend out on the charcoal. Thank you. And so I would recommend using soft chalk, charcoal, whatever. And I have a little bit of matte here. It's my small bottle. You really don't have to, you know, this is pretty dry. If you wanted to wait, let it set, or hit it with a heat gun or anything like that, you certainly could speed up the process. I am not that particular this morning. As you can see, I am just smearing it around, pouring it on and smearing it around. Because why not? If I was doing, you know, like a much bigger project and not just playing around or whatever, I would take it a lot more seriously. But this is just all for fun this morning. And you guys already know, you know, pretty much how Mod Podge is when it sets up and dries and everything. It has that really nice soft texture. Yeah. It's fun to play with. I like some of the new matte mediums as well. The Distress matte medium. That's pretty cool. So there we go. I covered the whole thing, and we're just gonna let it dry. Basically, you guys, they come out, you know, like this. This is like the end process. Real soft. Yeah, look, you can still crumple it up and take it out, smooth it out. It's still real nice and very soft. So hope you guys enjoyed this live here. Let's see, we've been live for almost an hour. I think we'll go just a few more minutes and say our goodbyes. And I sure do appreciate you guys being here. It's been an experience. First time, but not the last time. And here's the one we did this morning. like I said, these would be fun to just make, little tiny ones. And you could pop them on a cluster, or you could put them on your own washi tape. And this is a little one that I made the other day. Yeah, it came out pretty cool. Just to give you an idea that, it doesn't have to be, great big picture size, or don't have to be a big document. You could just make little tiny pieces for snippets, or clusters, or making your own washi tape. And it'd be a nice little element to add on there. Make your ephemera just a little bit, different. Thank you, Michelle and Gypsy. Anybody else here? I will definitely try to do another live next Sunday morning at 8:00 a.m. Eastern Time. I doubt if I will do another live before then. Thank you very much for being here. And I'm sure I'm going to see you in somebody else's chat box over the next week, as I like to hop around to the lives. We have so many very talented artists and crafters in our Junk Journal community. It's awesome. Just a great group of people in our community, supportive and caring, and I'm thankful for all of you. And with that, I'm going to let you all go. Have a great rest of your day, and make sure to like and subscribe. And I appreciate your time. Bye, everyone.